As far as making, it might sound like a huge idea and you might think it sounds like a huge production and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean before...
Hang on. What I'm trying to say is that it's easily achievable. There are very simple solutions to get anything done. I don't think at this stage we should think about, we should not do this because it sounds very big.
But we should also not do something and back out halfway because that would be a little too much.
I don't think...
Yeah, exactly. We shouldn't do that.
I think if all of us... One second. I think if all of us agree on something, we will make it happen.
The focus on the ceremony, that's already narrowing it down, like rituals, ceremonies, just that. Otherwise, yes, taking on a huge plot of that sort, and now we are 4 weeks, I think the quality would be very, very hard to pull off.
And maybe bring a fiction with this element, I don't know yet.
I think it's really, for me, it's very important that everybody's ideas just gets into a structure. But then I thought maybe we should break down those 60 minutes into like core values.
I think that she was trying to say that we could try to define a common atmosphere created by individual feelings.
I wanted to concentrate on something what people here is doing, and this, for example, this house, and that gives like a stage for so much
it's a
different
structure.
stories.
Yeah.
It's a structure.
It's a good structure, I think.
We came here for this residency because it was in Himalaya and not because of the building. So we have to keep in the mind that of course the building.
No, but she's not saying it should be all in that house. That house can be part of it.
You can have great visuals there because it's all imaginative. It questions what's real, what's not, and I mean it's real for the person, but is it really real?
Well, for example, just if we were talking about, sorry to talk about a lot of that, but we're talking about the ceremony. For example, we can do like 1 hour sounds of the ceremony, as the ceremony is really like different.
Exactly.
And after, we just see like lots of stuff, lots of image, and just like the 10 last minutes, we can see the ceremony and we're like, oh, okay, it was the sound of this book, because the ceremony is going to be the metaphor of us.
And for you, it's really ceremonies are really maybe serious and personal. But for us, maybe the majority of us, we are seeing that more like fictional material, and we have maybe more distance with this than you have. But it's your point of view and it's ours. But it's just a proposition to make a good fiction.
We could or maybe just one dialogue, and it is interpreted like the scenes of the rooms, various rooms, but like how one dialogue can be interpreted in various imaginations. Like
we shoot a lot. It's not obliged to stick on an idea and just want to. It's not. Maybe it's good to start do things.
It's good? Oh my god, I've never seen nail before.
Can we start?
Yes.
So we started talking about the story today. We started with collecting existing ideas. There was something in the house, I just called it that because that was about using the house and the situation of creating different things within it.
These light beams were only light vessels until Earth appeared. She speaks about this blue planet full of water that appears, and before that they were nothing. And then they find themselves on this blue planet with lots of water everywhere, and she explains how all of a sudden they started seeing each other in the water, their reflection, the light that reflected itself in the water. And then the first human beings started to exist on the planet.
Only the Himalaya, because the Himalaya is the roof of the world. The world. This happened during all the survivors stay in Himalaya and try to adapt, and the water became completely the enemy, and the fire became the friend.
Et après, il y a la phase où et en fait c'est comme si des coups de couteau donnaient lieu à des...
But I doubt that when the groups break out, it will be that easy to have so much discussion, and that's why I'm saying that as well.
But do you have to go somewhere?
no, nothing like that. I could do something with Fuzz and Sachin if I'm not here.
It's just a power story, a political metaphor of men making lies and getting people to get thinking that his lies are the new truth.
It's more interesting for me to watch them do that as a community. I'm more invested in it. It creates more value. I care about them surviving then. You see?
In folklore, the trickster is incarnated as a clever, mischievous man or creature who tries to survive the dangers and challenges of the world using trickery and deceit as a defense. Yeah, he does that.
This is political tricks, not magic or anything. This is a little bit of political intrigue.
Not interesting ceremony, just wheel of fire, the great zero of the ceremony.
No, I think okay, it could be an interesting ceremony. Could be if we find some tricks. But the problem is for me, like you want to put the idea of different people, so we keep the guru, but we don't want to be a sad hand because, but we still keep the.
It's not about sad end. I'm okay with negative end.
I'm sorry about this, but the thing is, we need to make a decision because we need to move into the. So to make a decision, it is obvious that we're still standing at two ways where.
Mariel, should we toss a coin? Very downgraded human society because they were really. Okay, hang on. There is a contrast.
So my name is Sachin Pillai. I work essentially as a filmmaker and occasional installation artist. The video that I made with made with Karan here, Pandit. This is nice and depressing, so.
Nice and depressing.
If you use English or French or Hindi, do you think it will create?
I'm happy to experiment with gibberish also.
Yeah. There will be no language and only sounds. Me too.
Why not? Why not?
So then can we say that what we're talking about is like visual and one language, but then in that case we should definitely, if there's going to be one language, we work with English because that's the common point in terms of even communicating between each other.
Doesn't really have to go. But anyway, it's going to be nicer to hear what styles of music you guys are kind of hoping for.
Really sounds good to me. Yeah.
3 minimal electro, and orchestral with sound effects, basically.
Kyta qui se place after. Quite post-apocalyptic context, and everybody is lost, and this guy is quite fine with the situation.